Let's solve this next problem. Sort an array of zeros and ones. Okay, the problem statement is given an array consisting of only zeros, ones and twos. Sort the array in place. Okay, so let's see the first approach, that is the brute force approach. Just use any standard sort like sort function in C++. This will sort the array. Hash include algorithm sort nums.begin nums.end finish. That's the solution. Time complexity is big O of n log n. Space complexity is big O of 1. In place if using inbuilt sort. Yeah, inbuilt sort function of C++. Its space complexity is big O of 1. Very easy but not optimal because we can solve in linear time due to limited values 0, 1, 2. Okay. The next approach is the counting approach. 2 passes. Count the number of zeros, ones and twos, then override the array based on the counts. Steps: first pass, count number of zeros, ones, twos, and second pass, fill the array with correct numbers according to the counts. Return type will be void, function name will be the sort, colors, input arguments is vector in angle brackets int ampersand nums. Int count 0 equal to 0, count 1 equal to 0, count 2 equal to 0, 3 count 3 variables initialized, count 0, count 1, count 2. For loop int num in nums, if num equal to 0, count 0 plus plus, else if num equal to 1, count 1 plus plus, else count 2 plus plus. You have to see how shortly we can write inside for loop, if, else if and else. Okay, just a single line statements will help here. Int I equal to 0 initialized, again only 3 lines while loops, while count 0 minus minus nums I plus plus 0. Okay, because of this pre-increment and post increment and post decrement operators, we are able to write the logic in a single line. While count 0 minus minus, that means when count 0 we decrement it after every loop, and if it is still non-zero, then nums I plus plus 0. Okay, assign 0 in nums I value and increment I. Okay, so because of this count 0 minus minus and nums I plus plus, this loop will go on. While count 1, similarly, while count 1 minus minus nums of I plus plus equal to 1, while count 2 minus minus nums I plus plus equal to 2. Very simple and very very beautifully written this solution. You must see this code. Okay, its time complexity equal to big O of n, space complexity equal to big O of 1. Simple and efficient, but it requires 2 passes over the array. Still acceptable for interviews. If you explain, you can improve it to 1 pass. How? Okay, this third approach is the 1 pass optimal approach, Dutch national flag algorithm. Okay, when this counting method approach, if we optimize it further, it becomes Dutch national flag algorithm. See, from here on we are going to see algorithm in every problem. Okay, and it is a bit challenge to remember these algorithm names. Dutch national flag algorithm, okay. How does Dutch national flag look like? Dutch national flag, not algorithm. Okay, because this flag has 3 colors, that's why maybe. There are many flags though, but they have named it by Dutch only. Okay, so to make it 1 pass, we need to use 3 pointers. Okay, low pointer before which everything is 0, mid pointer which will be pointing to the current element, okay, and high pointer after which everything is 2. We move mid through the array mid equal to 0, swap it with low and move both the pointers, okay. Array arr of mid equal to 1. If array of mid equal to 1, move mid, okay, we have to move the mid. I mean, just go on, we don't need to do anything, okay. If arr of mid equal to 2, swap it with high, move high pointer only, okay. We have to move only high pointer, not the mid. The code of this will be void sort colors vector of int ampersand nums, int low equal to 0, mid equal to 0, high equal to nums of size minus 1. Low and mid both starts with 0, but high starts with the rightmost element. While mid is less than or equal to high, if nums of mid equal to 0, swap, we are using inbuilt swap function of C++, swap nums of low plus plus comma nums of mid plus plus. Else if nums of mid equal to 1, just mid plus plus. Else swap nums of mid comma nums of high minus minus, high minus minus. Okay, yeah, I had thought so. Then just close all the 3 loops, and we are not returning anything. Void is the return type, okay. Time complexity is big O of n, space complexity is big O of 1, analysis best approach 1 pass and constant space, very frequently asked, summary of approaches, brute force sort big O of n log n, space complexity is big O of 1 for all, passes 1, easy but not optimal. Counting approach, time complexity big O of n, space complexity of big O of 1, 2 passes. Dutch national flag big O of n, time complexity, space complexity is big O of 1, 1 pass. And final tip for the interviews, always mention counting approach first. If you think of it, shows you know optimization, then suggest Dutch national flag as better for 1 pass optimization. Shows you think about efficiency. This counting approach is very important, where there also we have 3 variables, count functions, and for in a for loop we are counting every element, and then we taking just one pointer equal to 0. In using while loop, we are, I mean, for every count variable we are adding those many numbers in that array. And here we have 3 pointers where low equal to 0, mid equal to 0, and high equal to nums dot size minus 1. While mid is less than or equal to high, nums of mid equal to 0, swap nums of low plus plus and nums of mid plus plus, okay. Else if nums of mid equal to 0, mid plus plus, else swap nums of mid comma nums of high minus minus. Chalo. How to remember this? The idea is nums of mid equal to 0, move it backward. If it equal to 1, just go forward, and we don't need to move anything. And if mid equal to 2, we have to take that 2 forward. Left side has all zeros, middle part has all ones, right side has all twos, and we do all this in a single pass. In super simple words, if it is 0, send left and walk. If it is 1, keep walking. If it is 2, send right, don't walk immediately. Okay. If it is 2, do not walk immediately. equal to nums of maid equal to 1, nothing to swap. Okay, let's think of it in later. 0 walk toss. Chalo, that's it for this Dutch national flag algorithm. Question is sort zeros, ones and twos and Dutch national flag algorithm. Remember the name of the algorithm and the question associated with it, and what the algorithm does, and the counting approach as well. That's it.